Hey, we're going. That's cool. I'm just.
Oops, no, it's not.
I'm gonna do the intro stuff
Hold on.
in.
I didn't even realize we're already live. What?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi everyone.
I'm
Well,
over here writing tweets.
I don't think there's anyone actually watching right now, so I'm gonna write a tweet so people know. Because I am professional. What's a good
probably
GIF?
better.
What's like a good D&D GIF?
I've been using the SpongeBob one. The Art Thou Feeling It Now, Mr. Krabs? But now when I look up just Dungeons and Dragons, I get all the roll or Critical Role.
Oh no, I don't want to be using their GIFs. Oh, and then there's Dan Harmon as well. Oh, there's no.
Dan Harmon has become a bit of a jerk lately.
I do not follow
Off
him.
topic.
I don't really want to. But
You know what? I read his tweets and I'm just like, you look at the world in a view that he uses words like just big words.
Just big words.
And I feel like he uses big words to maybe confuse people.
Maybe. Right.
And maybe I'm just confused
I don't know
by
where this
it,
GIF
but it's
is
just
from, but it's medieval looking
he's
people
complex.
dancing. So let's do that. D.
And ultimately, it's just like he just doesn't give a shit. And I kind of respect that in a way because I often love when he tweets out something, but he also talks. Like he already knows what people are going to say, so he addresses what people are going to comment about in his tweet. Just to shut them up, I guess. I don't know. Egg them more on.
Ooh.
Okay, there you go. Got it.
Sorry for my rant there. I forgot we were live.
A steam?
I know we're live.
Yes, we're all very steamy right here. I'm just tweeting it out because.
Oh yes, yes. Oh hello, hello, chat. Miss Amy
viewers.
Hoyle.
Just cut that out of the VOD.
Nah, keep it in.
VOD?
Just angry rant.
Would you call it a VOD or a VOD?
A VOD.
VOD?
I say VOD, but I don't know.
The video
VOD?
film. The video film. That's what we call it.
I mean, I say GIF, and everyone's
You're a
super,
monster for saying that. GIF.
It's just like the worst thing ever.
Right.
I'm like, I just sort of look at it like if you create the word, not that I created the word, but because the creator of the word came out and said that it was like this.
Yeah, but
People
I know, but
like,
that's the same
I
thing
think
with
you should have the say if you made it. Like you should have the say and how it's said. It's like if someone started pronouncing my name differently and then told me that I was wrong for pronouncing my name the way that I did and that they were right. It's like, no, go fuck yourself. Like,
well, here's something that's very relevant to that. I went to a.
we can swear on here, can we? Right?
I think so. I went to a convention that was sponsored by Wacom, but they pronounce it Wacom, and I refuse to say that.
I say Wacom.
Wacom?
I think Wacom is the stupidest pronunciation for that.
Fun.
It's always Wacom.
I probably would have. Yeah, I think I say Wacom. Wacom.
Makes more sense because they're a comms company, right?
Here's the thing about with me that I feel about like living in a very textual life is that like people don't spend a lot of time talking. They spend a lot of time reading. So the way that people either like spell out the words that they try to pronounce. Like I never make fun of someone that says something like spells.
Yeah,
wrong.
that's like book smart.
Like, I understand how you got there.
As long as you know what they said in the sentence and you get what they mean, then it's fine. But
if like sometimes it is funny when people say a word wrong. I laugh at Ken when he says things wrong. People tell me I say bagel wrong, or sometimes I say pasta wrong or something.
I mean, that's just a regional dialect.
Yeah,
I'm always about that. Like it's the way people say pecan. There's pecan, pecans. I don't know. There's like 100 ways you could say pecan.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Okay.
It's regional dialect.
I should explain. Yeah. So 2 out of 5 people, I can't count, are MIA. So
We left the boys. We were like, you guys are
yeah,
dumb.
pretty much. And so I thought I'd like a mini subplot thing with these two lovely people, Di and Jazz.
Let's do it.
To be fair,
Yeah.
just to keep this, going along with the storyline, we did end off last session where Jazzy and I went into the different room.
Yeah.
We stayed in a different room that night.
Okay. So, Dre's just messaged me. Hey,
Oh.
the things got pushed up. Do you want me to barge in 30 to 40 minutes? Yeah, sure. Why not? So at some point in your adventure, a wild barbarian will barge in. Right, 30, 40 minutes from now.
Oh my god. It's like a flashback
It could...
where we meet Foreign.
So, I know exactly where we're starting. So let's start with some downtime. Because that's...
Okay.
God, okay, this is going to push my improv skills to the max. You start off with some
I think it's gonna
downtime.
It's gonna push all of ours.
Jazz, the incredible wizard Clara Stone, has recently acquired a herbalist kit. What are you up to?
I am immediately knowing... Okay, so after talking to Willoughby? What was that guy's name? I can't remember. The Dragonborn.
Barnaby is someone very different.
Oh, I can't remember I always forget his name. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with names.
Willoughby,
after meeting him.
I'm pretty sure Willoughby is the name of C-Top's character in our other game. Like, not that was so weird for me.
It was weird because on Roll For It, I play a character called Barnaby. So I was like...
There you go.
Oh, just pulling it all together.
So anyways, after meeting him and trading that coin for most of those supplies, I have a second coin that is clearly worth a lot of money. Especially from how he was describing it to me. So I'm going to go out and try to find a collector.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you do that.
Yeah.
Where are you looking? Are you going to be looking at the market? Are you going to be looking people up?
Well, I'll probably start at the market, asking people around, like looking for anybody that can appraise older items. Not to like go too crazy, but like, trying to find somebody that can appraise the coin for me.
Okay.
And hopefully, in turns, if I can find an appraiser, usually they know collectors because they usually go hand in hand because I watch a lot of those shows where they go off and they go to oh, I love Cash in the Attic. Oh, I miss that show so much.
Okay, we're doing one of those. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. You go into the market and you just see one stall with lots of furniture and trinkets and stuff, and this old elven lady just kind of hunched over and like talking to people, and you go up to her and you say,
okay. I go up to her and I say, good afternoon. How was your day? How was your wares?
Oh, hello, dearie. Yes, my wares are wonderful, as you can see. I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I am actually quite happy to have met you. I am looking to get an appraisal, and it looks like you collect quite a lot of fine things. Yes, I'm hoping that you could help me.
Oh, I did definitely help you. Show me. My name is Barbara.
Barbara?
Yes.
All right. Pleasure to meet you, Barbara. I am Clara.
Oh, such a pretty name.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. I've recently come across an older coin, and I was hoping to get it appraised.
Oh, absolutely, dearie. Yes, hand it over. I will be very.
I'm going to fish it out and give it to her.
I know my craft. Okay, so she She puts the coin in the palm of her hand and puts it very close to her face and kind of brushes off some dirt and sniffs it and oh, quite the historical find. Yes.
Yeah, I apologize if it's a little grimy. We took it. It came from a really gross place, so I would probably wash your hands after you're done with it. I try to clean it up as much as possible.
Oh, well, I don't think that will affect the value. Yes, these are very old coins from a place. I don't think that this place exists anymore. The old city of Thelathon. Yes. These were minted there. And, well, I suppose most of them have been melted. This is quite the find. I think this is probably quite the art and collector's piece. I could probably give you 125 gold for it.
That sounds like a wonderful deal. I'm sure if I had gone out and tried to find a collector, it would take me all day. But you know what? I trust you, Barbara.
Thank you very much. Yes, this will go very nicely next to it. And she points out like a row of coins in nice little glass cases. Go very nicely with in my display. And I'm sure someone will like your very, very... but... Forgive me for rambling. I will get your money. And she shuffles over to a little safe and she opens it and gets out a coin purse and just holds it out for you.
I take it from her and I give her a little bow and I'm like, thank you so much for helping me with this. I do appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Please come back anytime. I have many wares if you would like a very pretty brooch or something.
I will take up your offer on maybe on another day. Thank you.
Okay, well, have a nice day, dearie.
Aha. All right. Well, yeah. Love it.
Sweet. So, yeah, you got...
rich.
How much did you get for that?
125.
125. I am happy because I spent a lot of my money last time. I think I spent most of my money copying over Identify into my
I think most of your money went... Oh, no, you didn't actually pay for the herbalist kit. You traded for it. But
I gave him the mushrooms.
Like 50 gold on copying over a spell. That's money well invested, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, now I know Identify now, so we don't have to ever have to go out and look for a scroll, which is great.
Yeah, it is good. Hang on. I'm going to close my door. Okay. Nix, what are you doing with your free time?
Well, I'll tell you what Well, actually, it was interesting because what I wanted to do was work on some forgery stuff.
Okay.
And shaving some coins. So that's what I was going to already work on. But after listening to that exchange, I've now delved a little bit more into that. So I want to make copies of those. I want to steal the other coin. I want to have stolen the other coin. And I want to make copies of those coins.
Okay, well, Clara had...
I want to know if I can.
Yes, you can. Thing is, Clara had 2 coins, yes? One which you traded and one which you just sold. So...
Yes.
Okay, that was
There's
my
2 places to get
So,
one.
I'm not averse to saying that you, in retrospect, had stolen and swapped out this coin.
Okay, because I was trying to see, like, am I with Clara during this exchange? Because I'm kind of also interested in the encasing of the other coins, and I thought that, like if I was there, which I'm not saying that I was, but if I was there, I would have been looking at those other coins because that's my scam. That's one of my scams is
I love this.
studying coins.
I love this so much.
And shaving them and like creating forgeries. So I knew that those 2 coins were important because of my general
you
history.
can have definitely been there at the market, so I'm going to give you a choice. You can well, you could technically do both, I guess. Would you like... Oh, thank you, Werewolf. Thank you for letting me know that I haven't turned off notification sounds. That's a shame. I set Streamlabs to do that. Oh well.
Streamlabs has been a little wonky the last couple
Oh,
days.
you know what? I could just go to Streamlabs and set it up. Anyway, yes. Nyx, you can
Yes.
make a forgery of the coin that Clara had, and we can say that Clara just handed over a fake coin if you make a roll.
Okay.
And
what do you want me to roll?
I would love for you to make, if you're going to make a forgery roll, that seems like maybe deception, unless you can think of something better.
Deception is probably the best one.
Deception's probably my best.
Is that
because
charisma?
I didn't. Because I probably would have tried to do sleight of hand. No, because I wasn't really there.
Sleight of hand,
So,
I
yeah.
think
But
would
is
be like
deception based off of charisma?
Yeah.
I forget.
Yes,
yeah, it is.
charisma.
Yeah, I could see it right here.
Yeah. So okay. Okay, that's a good one.
That's a
I'm
14 for deception. It's not a perfect copy, but if you rub enough dirt on it,
Barbara didn't really seem like she had her stuff together.
if you rub enough dirt on it,
Which she did. She did say it was grimy.
it was, yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
See, it says the no audio one is active, and yet, oh well.
Yeah, Stream Labels has been wonky for the last couple
Oh,
days.
well.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can also like go into the store and try and steal stuff if you like. Like during.
I didn't necessarily want to steal anything because I wasn't really sure if I was there or if it was a
you could
situation
totally
where
be
this is
there.
where Claire is, and at the same time, what are you doing over here?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
totally.
was like, well,
So
while she's out and about, I'm probably rummaging through her stuff because I wasn't sure. I thought she had given away the coin last time, and I tried to stop you last time. I was like, stop giving away these coins. They're probably important.
No, they're just worth money.
they are worth money.
So then I was like, well, maybe I'll just like steal it from the like innkeeper because he didn't really seem like he had his stuff together. So I was like, I'll get it one way or another. I'm, pretty good at my job.
Okay.
I hope. So yeah, that's where I was at.
So the question is, did you replace Clara's coin with your forgery? And what?
No.
What are you doing while Clara is having the conversation with the old lady? Are you just rummaging through the stuff, taking a look?
I think I'm just sort of, I'm looking around the rest of her stuff. I am interested in the rest of those coins. Unfortunately, I haven't committed so far that I know what kind of coins would be interesting to me. So I don't know if you want to say that something catches my eye, or we can run a perception check.
There are lots of things here, lots of trinkets. As she said, there are brooches, there are coins, furniture.
I'd like to look around to see if there's anything that kind of catches my eye to steal. Not steal, but like...
Secret away.
I have no idea.
I'm trying to think of other ways to say steal.
No.
Okay, so
No. Okay, to answer your question, I kept the original because
okay,
the best way to create forgeries is to always try to have an original if you can keep it. So I gave her a fake, hoping that she wouldn't sell it.
okay. Clara sold it.
But also to, see what someone else could pull in terms of history
Okay. Well,
off my forgery.
let's
Because what if they
say
came back and said this was a forgery?
let's say that you are both still at the old lady's, Barbara's market stall, and she closes her safe, and then she shuffles over to a kind of workbench, and she grabs a metal brush with metal bristles, and she starts kind of very carefully brushing away the dirt on the top of it. And meanwhile, what are you two doing?
Well, I've obviously left because I feel like my business was done with Barbara. And I was very sincere that I found this coin that she is willing to go and no refunds here. There's no takebacks here. So she bought this coin thinking that it was obviously 100% legit, which I thought was 100% legit. So I am out in the market.
In her fairness, so did you.
Yeah.
So I am out in the market gathering supplies because I have a recipe for health potions, because that's my one priority right now, is to make sure that our party is healed at all times.
Okay.
Yes.
And so the lady kind of waves over to you next. Hello, dearie. I'll be with you in a moment. And then she starts scrubbing at this coin. And then you see her kind of stop for a second and scrub a little harder. And flecks of paint start pinging off of her workbench. And she's like, oh, that little bitch. She's under her breath. And she whips round and she says, you there, gnome! Where did that young lady go?
Sorry, who?
The human lady. She was here. She was dressed in like a green robe thing. She sold me this coin. Help! There's been a scam. And then like a couple of other people start looking.
I would like to somehow diffuse the situation.
Go ahead. What would you like to do?
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Smoke bomb.
I was really hoping that I could calm it down before you started yelling and attracting other people. I don't have a smoke bomb. That's the thing.
No, I was just joking. I was just joking.
I would love it if you did that. Ice cream.
I'd like to cast a minor illusion.
Okay.
Of myself, and then backflip into the shadows out of the hut or building that we're in and fade off into the oncoming commotional crowd that's coming in.
Please do. Describe exactly what happens while this lady starts shouting and like walks into the like the middle of the market street, and she's like, where is she?
Well, I casted my illusion, so I would still be standing there in her mind, wouldn't she?
Yeah, okay. So that totally happens. This
Okay.
lady, in
So, yeah,
response
I
to
have-
that, looks around, and she's like, "Why did she flip away? She's gone now as well. Have I been?" And she goes to her safe and she double checks. "Have I been hit? Why would they do this to me?"
Oh, Barbara.
And then like a couple of the other market sellers like walk over and it's like, what happened? What did they look like? And then she starts like, as you fade into the commotion, you hear her describe both of you.
Okay. Well, I know what our next moves are.
Okay.
Okay, so Clara probably she's probably back at the inn.
No, I'm out shopping. I'm
Oh,
out shopping. I'm looking for
okay.
ingredients.
Well, fast forward life.
Not yet.
Do you need
Not fast forward
do
yet.
we need
You've
to have-
disappeared into the commotion. Clara's still out shopping.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to somehow find Clara, and I'm going to tell Clara that we need to leave. We need to leave now. I'm going to hand her a disguise kit. I'm going to hand her my disguise kit, and I'm going to tell her and give her a new identity. This is why I felt like I needed time.
Well,
I have all these things, I
please
can do all these things.
show me this interaction where Clara's just doing her shopping. She's like, "Oh, that's some nice herbs.
Yeah.
That'll go well in the potion. Make it not taste like dirt."
It would. Yes.
Okay.
And then Nyx just comes up to Clara and says,
Clara, we gotta go. We have to leave right now. I
What?
don't need you to ask any questions. I just need you to trust me. But I'm gonna need you to put on this cloak and this wig, and I need you to. We need to just leave. Right.
Why?
now.
Why? What happened?
There's an exchange down there. The lady thinks that you gave her a fake coin.
Why would she think that? I'm a little confused. Wait. Well, let's put this on hold. Let me pay for my ingredients, and we'll walk away somewhere a bit more quiet. That we can talk about this, because I'm like looking at the merchant. I'm like, I didn't sell any forgeries.
"Well, we don't buy forgeries, so that's okay."
Yeah, that's, you know what? I'm as confused as you are. Believe me. So how much?
He
for these
starts leaning
things?
over and looking down the street at like a couple of people crowded, and like a couple of them seem to be pointing in your direction. Like, he looks at you. Like, "Well, give me the money." Okay.
I hand him
That's
the money, and I sack everything, and I'm like, "So what's happening next? Like, what's going
Nyx,
on? I don't understand."
would you like to roll me a disguise roll?
Deception?
I think there's a dedicated disguise roll. I have not looked at the list of skills in a while, so.
I see deception, stealth.
This guy.
It can be deception.
Right.
Yes. Yes. Or performance. 17. Okay.
It's performance?
Yes. I assume, Nyx, you'd like slap a wig on top of Clara's head and a cloak round her.
Excuse me. What is happening?
I'm deceiving you.
You're deceiving me? You know what? You've done a great job, because I don't understand what's happening.
They're just playing a lot.
Okay, I trust you, but you gotta explain to me what's happening. So I'm gonna follow Nyx into whatever she's planning, but I need a full explanation when we're done with this.
Oh my gosh, I don't.
Where are we going?
We're going back to our room.
Okay.
Okay, that's.
And on our way back to the room, I'm going to explain to Clara that the crazy lady, the crazy owner Barbara, was
What
cleaning.
do you mean crazy? She was very nice to me.
Listen, you haven't heard the story. You're explaining why I am acting crazy by putting a wig on your head. I explained to her that the crazy lady was cleaning off the goo with the ring of the coin, and that while she was cleaning, she accused her of it being a forgery. I proclaimed that it wasn't. She asked me where he had run, and that I had casted my minor illusion and backflipped out, and I heard people yelling and describing our description, and that's where we are. But I do not tell Clara, erase it from your memory. I do not tell her that I forged that.
No, I know. I'm almost like, I'm.
But I don't know.
She's obviously not a very good appraiser if she can't tell a real one from a forge, because I took that thing right off that zombie's tongue. This, obviously, they buried that zombie with the fake coin. It has to be. There's no way, because I don't have the capability of forging anything.
She's crazy.
I'm not going back to her now.
It was all trinkets and low grade.
Well, you know what? I'm happy that I didn't try to sell it somewhere else, because if it is a fake, I would have gotten caught.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Nix, for telling me that that they're after me. I'll have to. I guess I'll have to go back in the morning and tell her that I found a forged coin. Like,
I don't think
she should have figured that out since she's an appraiser.
I think we should just leave the situation as.
You sure?
What if she has you arrested? We're new in this city. They don't know us. We just burned down half their forest. I think we should just lay low. You're
right. I mean, if I get arrested, they might track it back to. Yeah, maybe we should just leave it be.
We should.
Yeah. Okay. But damn, I was happy to have met her, because if we had found anything else, I would have gone back to her and sold it there too.
You know what I've learned in all of my years of travel? There's always another appraiser. There's always someone else saying it's more older and more special. And they're all liars.
Well, clearly she is a liar, because I didn't do anything wrong in the situation. I feel like I'm vindicated. She bought a phony coin. You know what? It's fine. I
guess now the question is, how did the zombie have a fake coin? Why? If that's even a question. We don't even need to think about that. Everything's good.
Oh,
nicely
my
deflected.
God. I love this.
Okay.
Well, now I'm going to cross off Barbara on my list of people to talk to. There we go.
Oh, brilliant.
We'll have to avoid her later. I feel like Josh is going to be like, hey, aren't you that... Didn't I see you yesterday?
Never do that. Anyway.
And the boys will be like, what are you guys... Who's this Barbara? We'll be like, no, we gotta go. Right now. As we're leaving the city. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. I assume Clara wants to spend some time making a potion?
Yep.
Okay. So for an uncommon potion, like a health potion, how it's going to work is you spend 25 gold pieces per day out of the maximum to make a thing, and the entire thing costs 100 gold, and at the end of that you will roll a 1d4, and that's how many potions you'll have, because technically right now, because you're not level 3 quite yet, you shouldn't be able to fully use the thing, but I'll let you use the thing. You can be practicing.
Yeah. And I mean, like, so part of my backstory is I used to work for an
yeah,
alchemist. Yeah.
And
So I have
She
a little bit of
has- yeah.
knowledge in the
just
background
don't swap
of
it
that.
for a poison this time.
No, I'm not going to. Look, look. That happened one time. That happened one
It really
time.
needs to happen one
So-
time.
And
25 gold per day.
It would take you 4
And
days
you're-
so for 4 days.
to get up to
Okay,
100
so it's
gold, which is
taking-
how much the thing costs.
Okay.
Okay. So
So she has to work on this? Like, do we have to rest for 4 days, or does she just work on this intermittently for 4 days? Or does it take 4 days for it to create?
If you want to do it in 4 days straight, you have 4 days, and then we can time skip that. Unless you, but like you have to be working on it pretty solidly for 4 days.
Okay.
So Nyx has some time to spare while Clara is stuck in. How are you doing this? Are you doing this in a room in the inn?
I mean, we
we
paid
paid
for the
for it.
room. We have some time, so
Okay.
yeah.
The gnome.
And I imagine the inn has a nice fireplace for us to keep us warm because obviously
Yeah, totally. That
we paid for the exclusive room. It has to have a fireplace.
yes.
It needs to have a fireplace.
You've noticed
excuse
that
me.
the exclusive room isn't quite as nice as you expected it to be. This is kind of a rubbish inn. It's not very clean, but it's cheap.
It's it's cheap. So I'm gonna spend my days working on this because again, this is priority number 1 for me. We already had too many near misses. Didn't I die? Like almost died at one point?
No, I
Yeah,
died.
Did someone
Nyx
go-
got to 0.
Oh, yeah, that's
And then
right.
you threw a potion down
I
her
died
throat.
with the arrow.
Yeah.
I flipped and got shot by the arrow, landed on another trap, which then shot me again.
Yeah, you got double trapped.
Killed me. And
Yeah.
then somehow I
And then you wasted our last healing potion by throwing it at Walden.
It was
You just threw it at his feet.
kind of gross. You don't know how that would have
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah, it was
It's better
questionable.
than nothing, though. So,
Totally.
so yeah, I'm gonna
I
spend my
wasn't
days
gonna-
doing this.
I wasn't gonna
Is there
roll
anything
those dice.
specific you'd like to do with the 4 days next?
I'll tell you, yes. I would like to use one of my false identities to impersonate someone in the religious sect of either the library or something in the city to do some research, one on the ancient city of Thalathon, to gain a little bit more perspective on that coin, and also the death rituals in regards to using that coin. This is what I'm spending my 4 days doing because I'm history buff. And I'm also in conjunction to that, I see the thing is that I don't have my notes from last time because I sort of also wanted to look up what foreign had yelled in Infernal, because I sort of felt like I kept what he yelled in my head, sort of replaying, so that I would be able to translate that. So I sort of wanted to get translation. I'm just
Okay.
researching, but you can add it into your story that I'm suspicious of foreign in his infernal
Totally.
knowledge.
I can't remember what Foreign shouted exactly.
He didn't.
So we
Yeah,
we can do the
I-
history thing. There is both a library and a temple, and both of them have varying amounts of books and scrolls and collected knowledge between them. So what are you? What do you dress up as?
If I go to the temple, I sort of dress up in more religious garb of someone that's a little bit more higher up in rank. And then I just sort of maybe try to pass off that I'm like a foreign dignitary
Okay.
here to
Cool.
seek
And
some- read your ancient scrolls.
what does that what does
Lysander.
that higher uh, person look like? What are their clothes like? Do you put on a demeanor like?
Well, I'm wearing a big white fancy hat and kind of white, gold, and red shrouds and a long cape.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I love this
As
idea.
a gnome, just keep.
with the
I'm a little
giant
tiny forest gnome wearing a hat, like a nice, like a little pope.
Okay.
Like a tiny little pope.
Brilliant. So a little pope walks into the temple. That sounds like the beginning of a joke, but it's not. And a couple. One of the ladies you've been approached by before, the last time you went to the temple, turns up to you and it's like, a high septum. I'm so pleased you visited us. How did we not hear of your arrival? And then she like beckons over a couple of people. She whispers in their ears. She's like, go.
Not a lot of people are supposed to know that I'm here. I'm just seeking some personal knowledge time. Personal knowledge.
Absolutely. Yes, you can. Please come to one of the private rooms. And she leads you through, and then a couple of people who she sent off now come behind you with swinging some incense behind you. So now you've got a bit of a procession.
I walk like I intended, appropriately for my station.
Okay.
And rank.
Please, I suppose it might be a bit much to ask, but would you take part in one of our ceremonies? Your blessings would make so many people very, very happy.
I would love to pass blessings down onto your congregation.
Absolutely.
If you would like it, me too.
Absolutely. May I take?
But first, may I please seek the scrolls that I've asked for in regards to the ancient city of Thalathon?
Sure, I will lead you myself to the small and humble library we have at this temple. It may not be very extensive, but I'm sure you will find what you're looking for. And then I will prepare for the ceremonies.
Yes.
Okay. Please, I will leave you in privacy. And so she leads you to a very small room with bookshelves upon bookshelves of scrolls piled up high. And please make me a history check as you go through these things. The smell of incense is getting quite strong, but you manage to find what you are looking for.
Yeah.
So, the ancient city of Thalathon was... You don't get like a location, it just mentions... I don't know, what would you call this kind of Greek style area? I'm coming up short on a word for the area, so you can totally make one up.
Isle? Like an Isle of Myrrh? What did they call sea? No, because Aphrodite is literally sea foam. I don't know, Isle of something.
It can be the Aphroditic Peninsula. Aphrodisiac Peninsula.
I dig it. The Aphrodisiac Peninsula. I feel...
It just mentions that it's in the area.
Yeah.
Anyway, and the death ritual is that they bury the body quite quickly because it gets quite hot around here. They make offerings depending on how rich the person was, but to basically pass over into the afterlife when Thanos, like a servant of death, the death god, who has a name, comes for you.
Yeah.
You have to pay them, and that's
for.
what the coin is placed on your tongue for.
Okay. Yeah.
And depending on the amount, you get the good treatment or the shit treatment. And depends.
I mean, obviously he's a zombie, so he seems like he's gotten a terrible treatment.
Well, no, he's just really old. So that was sort of my second question, was this particular coin, was it worth like a higher value or a lower value? Like, was this like an important zombie and like more noble people were sort of buried down there, like higher end, or was this just like, hey, we threw a bunch of slaves down there and like slave zombie, like, lower class?
This, from what you can guess, is probably because it was quite a thick coin and it had lots of nice detail on it. Is probably a rich person's coin. You don't know the amount, but it was definitely made of gold, and so maybe even a bit of electrum in there, which is like one above gold, and yeah, because of like you saw the nice things in that crypt, it's definitely a rich person. Maybe a family burial. You don't know, but
okay. The second thing that I wanted to research was what is the connection to would I know, or we can roll for if we want. Would I know the connection between the death god? You didn't give me his name, and Lathander and our other forest guy.
Or Azith.
Like, are they connected? Like,
I will quickly get up if I can find it.
Feel free to add this into your story later. You don't necessarily need to give me the answers now. Those were just...
They are all divine beings. Some of them were birthed from the same parents, so from the earth in the stories that you've heard, or from the sky, but they're all like on a pantheon. They're all on the same pantheon of gods. So they are either related or they're like cousins or something. You don't. When it gets to Azith, it gets a bit foggy and fuzzy and like vague in places. I'm trying to find you the darn name of the death god, the D&D death god. If anyone in chat knows, you will get brownie points.
So it was the black shadow that came out. That
was Azith's magic that came out of the
Azith's magic.
I'm looking up.
Is there, in my readings, is there any connection? Do I see
a connection
to Zeus and the city of Thalathon? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the city blew up because of his magic, and so now he's trapped down there.
No, the city of Thalathon was raised in a war, like completely destroyed. I can't. The one with the death thingy, you know? Yeah, exactly. Ah, damn it.
So, according to this website, Myrkul is the death god. Myrkul.
I am using the
because I see Lathander and I see Azuth.
the one that I've totally told you this name before when we went to the Gate of Even Trade, Kelemvor.
Mm-hmm. Kelemvor, yeah, I have
the god of the dead. Okay,
the god of the dead specifically.
Okay. Who's this other guy then?
Thank you, Amy. Right, yeah. Kelemvor is the one that I've picked out to be like the god of the underworld in this.
Okay, there's so many gods
like
in this. It's crazy. There's the god of the dead,
names, really.
and then there's a god of death. So death obviously has its own god. It's crazy.
Fancy schmancy. Yes. So.
So many.
I don't know.
I'm just like
there's no connection between a specific god and
yeah.
Thalathon.
This is just, you know, I'm just reading up, want to know things.
No, that's all right.
It feeds into my story, or not my story, but it feeds into my desire.
Yeah,
because it's probably what I would be doing anyways. Would be just researching everything because I'm looking for Kellen. Kellen was there, and I don't understand why he was there. So I'm intrigued by Zeus magic, and obviously that's a part of our storyline. So do you want me to roll another check to see if I can find out anything in regards to Zeus magic? Or do you have that prepared yet?
I have some stuff prepared, but yeah, if you want to,
it's fine. If not, I can wait. Like until everybody's there. If you want it to be like knowledge for everybody, other than just us,
you can do either an Arcana or a History check, depending on exactly what you are looking for, or what kind of information you want.
I feel like it would need to be an Arcana, but I have higher points in my History, so I'd rather do History.
You'll get different types of information, basically, depending on what you roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll the Arcana one because it's the magic side of it that I'm confused why
that's a good
choosing
roll.
Magic, I guess.
Okay, Arcana 16. You don't find any references to specifically Azuth's magic.
Okay.
They only ever just talk about Azuth as either the god of magic. Sometimes they call him a titan.
Okay.
But he is the god of magic, and he had a domain. He and then like they talk about his power, his like influence and worship waning in some parts of the world, and the fact that Malar and Lathander weren't friends with him. They weren't friends with each other either, but they had like petty jealousies between them over women and places and various like petty squabbles that turned large.
Would Malar and or Lathander have benefited by entombing Azuth?
That is for you to decide.
If it's Malar's forest and he was entombed in Malar's forest, could it be possible that Malar was using the added energy of Azuth's magic to hold off Lathander's city? And is that why the gate guy asked if the city's encroaching on the forest?
It's you.
No, this is just my storyline in my head. That's so
You
cool.
think
Okay, anyways, that's
it's possible? It's also like there are a lot of possibilities for why someone would imprison a god. There are lots of reasons why.
because it was really weird that they didn't just imprison a god; they separated.
That he like
separated
Azuth
a
himself told you
god's
that
magic
was
from
his
him.
punishment, though, or part of his punishment
Yeah.
for giving fire to people or mortals.
Oh right.
Right. So you spend
Anyway,
like
sorry, derailment.
No, totally no derailment here. You spend like a good half an hour, 45 minutes looking through all this fascinating lore stuff. You're like, oh, they have all sorts of scrolls here, and then the young woman comes back in and she's like, we've prepared everything ready for the ritual, and if you would please like to follow me, I would love it if you could lead our ceremony.
Okay, so I would like to ask for just one more moment to myself to prepare.
We have a vestry if you'd like to use that.
I would love to use your vest.
Okay, she leads you to
would
kind of a
send me.
back room, like back and to the side of the altar where all of the other monks are like the monks and the priests are getting ready for a ceremony. They're putting on their white garbs, they're strapping up togas, like they're all like changing into and out of various official looking clothes. And then when you enter the room, they bow their heads to you.
I would like to. Are there any windows near?
Yeah,
in this
definitely.
room? I'd like to wander over to the window. And I would like to hop out of my hat and my garb and my cape, and I would like to sneak out of the window.
So the layout of this room is such that it is basically one big square room with a few shelves for where people are folding up and putting on clothes. And you walk right down the middle of them. And just kind of do this weird... And the cloak goes up. And the hat flies off. And everyone's like, ooh. And then when the cloak...
Showmanship, straight to the end.
Do me a stealth roll.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Oh,
Would you also like a sleight of hand with the cloak?
no. Okay, so the cloak flutters down to the floor. And all they see is like a slightly more nude than they would prefer gnome crouching in this just open window. And do you slip outside?
Yep, just some gnome bum.
Oh, this is great. Okay, Dre says he's ready to join now.
Is C-Top
I have
also
no
ready
idea.
to join?
If you want to message him, we
should
can invite him in.
I was hoping that he would fail that roll and you would be stuck in this room with these guys.
I was
I was
really
Yeah.
hoping I'd be able to make you do a ceremony you didn't know how to do.
I'm surprised you said that there was a window. I thought you would have.
I didn't want to
Would've
trap
first-
you in there. That would have been silly.
No, I
A
understand.
windowless room would have been a bit weird in a temple.
I mean, there's always
There
next
is
time.
always next time.
Next time I will definitely do this.
Brilliant. Okay.
As somebody else.
So, Jazz, for your potion making, please roll me a 1d4 and spend your 100 gold.
1d4.
And we will see how many of these things you get. You get 4 potions, baby. That's amazing. I was kind of hoping you'd roll a
Yeah.
1.
That
Yeah.
was great.
One for each of us.
Look, I am practice.
Yep, you'll get to level 3
Yep.
someday. Okay.
Yep.
3, 4 goddamn
yeah.
potions later, Nyx, you arrive back at the inn.
Wearing a potato sack. I fashioned
What?
a potato sack. No, an oat sack. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. A burlap sack.
Yeah.
I've fashioned that into clothing, and that is what I.
The innkeeper gives you.
You told me to lay low, and I definitely did. But what in the what were you up to? What? 1, where'd you get the sack? 2, where are your clothes?
Would you believe that I tripped and fell out of somebody's rooftop into a pile of pig shit? I mean,
You know what?
I had
The-
to get rid of my clothing. I went over to the river and I bathed in the clothing. I couldn't get the pig shit smell out of my clothing. And I just I improvised with this sack, and now I'm back here to get my clothes. Why you gotta be so?
Well, I mean, you told me to lay low, and so I've been laying low. The fact that you fell off a roof.
I laid
It's the
high.
opposite of low.
Sorry.
It's the opposite of low. I'm just, I haven't seen you for a while, so I'm just, I'm not surprised anymore.
I have definitely gotten the feel that we don't need to lay low anymore. The people have seemed to have calmed down. They're no looking for the wizard that stole or forged the forger wizard.
Look, I didn't steal anything. She bought the thing as is.
I believe you.
Yeah.
But I feel like everything's sort of cooling down. So you can.
I
go
hope
on-
so.
you
I
can
hope
go
so,
on,
because
but-
I'm getting a little stir crazy up in here. I've been downstairs talking to the barkeep, hanging out, and
Was
he's
it
a nice
looking-
fella, but I don't know how long I'll stay in this place.
He smells weird. Doesn't his legs smell a little weird?
I don't smell his legs. I have to say, I'm not at.
To be so tall. Not smelling his stinky legs.
What?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure what you're doing, bending down to another gnome to smell his legs.
Oh wait, is he a gnome? I thought he was.
He was a
I
gnome.
forgot what he was.
You smelled the gnome's leg. Don't know what's up with you.
Huh. Well, clearly. That's embarrassing. I thought he was a taller gentleman. I got that all wrong. Clearly, he's just a stinky gnome. And I'm not smelling his knees. Just maybe. his
Well, we
hair.
got 2 stinky gnomes here. Have you taken a bath?
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that now. And while I'm bathing the pig shit off, foreign.
Is it real pig shit, or is it just kind of like you're just giving me a?
Oh well, it's completely off me now because I was in the river, so I didn't actually touch the pig shit.
I am going to have to re-jigify the cameras.
Oh no.
Oh wow, we got
No.
big Jazz face. There we go. Brilliant. Perfect.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So,
Is my camera working? Sorry. Doesn't show it for me.
You have a big one. I have like all four, like the same.
all
size.
four
Oh,
of mine are
on
the same
stream.
size. It's just hang on.
I
Go to
I
this
didn't
one.
have the stream
on, let's
updated
edit
because it was
this.
paused. Wait,
Can you guys hear
Hello.
me?
Yes.
we can hear you, but we can't see you.
Okay. I was just trying to figure that out.
Let's.
You're gonna have to make like a whole nother scene.
Oh my goodness.
Should we
Oh,
like
I'm so
take
sorry,
a
guys.
little
I ruined
break?
everything.
I really
Oh, no, it's
wish
fine.
OBS had like a click and drag
No,
thing instead of having to
Yeah.
crop the things identically. Or
Does Josh
well,
need
for
to like
the-
put on like a 10-minute like or a 5-minute?
yeah,
Yeah, we can take a
We
break.
should take a break while I sort
But yeah,
this shit out.
Yeah, with
Sorry.
the with the
What
way
do I
we're
do?
doing it, you have to crop
I
it
don't
out.
know.
Oh,
It's
right.
unfortunate.
Okay.
Yeah.
The super professional streamers
yeah.
here,
This one
guys.
is-
This happens all the time. Don't worry about it.
Right. I will catch everyone in a bit, stream.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Let's do this. Okay, I have
Let's
set up some
go.
stuff. We're ready to go. We have a Dragast with us now.
A mighty tray.
Mighty. Well, we have a mighty foreign.
Hi, guys.
I don't know.
Yeah, foreign. Not Dre.
know
He
who that
doesn't
is.
exist. That guy.
No.
Cool. So Dre, over the last 4 days, Clara's been making potions stuck in the inn, not doing
Yeah.
much else. Nyx has been in and out, like, yeah.
Nyx has been everywhere. All right. Well,
Researching and gaining history knowledge.
totally. From what I've heard, you got a lot of history. That's for sure. All right. So, I guess what I've done in the last 4 days is what's the potion guy's name? Do we remember?
What?
Well-
Every time. Waldine the Dragonborn. You can just call him Polish Potion
Waldine.
Seller, that's fine.
Waldine. Well, good. Me and good old Waldine decided to eat some of those mushrooms that he got, and well, let's say I can see why people really like those mushrooms now. So yeah, I spent the last 4 days in the inn hanging out with him, talking to him, and getting drunk. So, you know, just the dwarven
Sweet.
ways.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
we
And also,
wanna-
don't take those mushrooms.
Do we want to make him roll a nature check?
Is there like a trip check?
To
I
see
mean, I
how-
can if you want.
I wanna look. Maybe make an insight check. Yeah.
Insight? Okay.
Hallucination.
I don't even have this.
That was a bad trip,
Whoa.
man.
Yeah.
It was. It was a
It was-
4 day. It was pretty
Yep.
good.
It's
Well,
a full
pretty
day
awful.
trip.
It was a 4 day awful trip.
They're poisonous. Waldine did warn you. He was like,
Yeah.
Are they? Well, he
If you have
screwed
too
me.
you probably you probably just kept eating them.
Well, that explains everything. I was vomiting everywhere, and you don't want to see my room.
What room? You guys are in a closet.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't want to see my closet.
That's
Closet
why
room.
Welby's not here.
yeah. Well, Welby,
Yeah.
Welby had to move into
Did he?
a different closet.
Where is that guy?
He's busy.
Oh,
He's partaking in his
Yeah,
own 4
I
days.
think all three of you realize that after you will go out, you will all like take a walk around town, and Welby starts acting a bit shifty because, and then you will realize, oh, there's a bunch of monks walk past. That's weird, and then he disappears for a bit, like the next few days. So,
did he leave us?
you might have seen him a couple of times when
I
we
think-
got back to the inn. But yeah,
He's
I don't
monking.
remember. I have no idea what happened in the last 4 days.
He's monking the funk monking.
okay.
Monk,
Sounds dirty.
the old monk and the funk.
Ooh, my.
Ugh.
Okay. You are all at the inn. And I'm trying to decide exactly where to start now. So you
Decisions.
trying to decide what to drop on you. That's the thing. I have a okay. Nyx,
Oh.
you realize that you haven't seen what was your chipmunk's name? Peeper? Peppy.
Peppy.
You haven't seen Peppy in a few hours. Which is worrying.
Usually. As things go with.
And ever since you all arrived at the ever since you all arrived at the inn,
The end.
uh,
I forgot what it's called.
you didn't really see the guy who was the gnome who was following you, Fram Bumper Stamford. You don't know. He just kind of disappeared. You all bought a room. You didn't ask where he was going. So as like the next morning, he was gone. You couldn't find him. And so the next thing that happens is unexpected because there's a big, like, just one big knock sound, like a boom on your door. And then you hear, like, the door handle being fiddled with, like... I mean, you're all hanging out in Clara and Nix's room. What are you up to?
Okay.
Oh my. Who is it?
It's Fram!
Excuse me?
Let me in!
Oh god, it's him again.
Do we let him in? What?
What do you want,
What
friend?
help? What else do people do with adventurers?
Help with what?
I'm going to get up and let in Fram.
As soon as you open the door, he like stumbles in and he's just like poof on the floor. They stole my rabbit, and he's like this. He's disguised himself as like the dog again.
Oh God.
Your rabbit?
I had a rabbit.
When? What rabbit?
I had
What
a
rabbit?
rabbit.
A pet?
Oh, I had a friend.
Oh, okay. Who
I
stole
don't
it?
Was he-
know.
Then how do you know he
This
was
is not
stolen?
where he lives anymore.
Where was he stolen?
Where did
Rabbits do tend to move. You do know that.
Where did your rabbit live?
Well, he lived just outside the walls. And so did I.
You lived in the cave.
I didn't live in the cave. I was stuck in the cave.
That's where we
Thank you
found
for getting me out of the cave.
You're welcome. But
Was
are you
your
sure he was
rabbit-
stolen?
Missing before or after you got out of the cave?
Well, he's a new friend. I didn't know him
He
before
wouldn't
the cave.
know that.
This is post-cave.
Oh, okay. Post cave. Post cave.
Post-cave rabbit friend.
Where did you last see
Just
him?
outside the walls. I can show you if you want. He's not there. So there's no point in looking. And he just kind of slumps on the floor and is like, my friend's gone.
I would like to tell Clara that I also haven't seen my chipmunk.
You had a chipmunk? When did you have a chipmunk?
I have a little pet. Us forest gnomes have little forest creature friends. And
Where have you been hiding him all this time?
in my
Under a
clothes.
Pope hat.
Well, you did lose your clothes falling in pig shit, like you mentioned.
What? Oh man, I really missed out here.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you hang out with Walden and eat
sometimes-
mushrooms.
Sometimes
Yep.
we get little animal friends. I'm just saying that my animal has also been missing, and maybe someone did take his missing animal friend.
Has your animal friend been missing before?
No, Peppy lives with me. He lives with us.
Well, maybe we should go out and inspect, at least by the gate, and see if we can see anything.
I mean, I have nothing better to do. You've been telling me to lay low,
Yeah, we've been
so
here for 4
I'm
days,
ready
so-
to get out of this place.
Let's
We're
go
gonna
help out our
follow
friend.
Fram. We're
Josh
gonna
is
help
smiling,
you,
I don't like
Fram.
Okay. Like, Fram is still rolling on the floor as a dog, like whining and crying. Like, what do you do with him?
I have a rope in my
going
backpack.
To pet Fram ears.
Don't touch
well,
him. It's weird. He's
Yeah.
a gnome.
He's
You'll
a
get
dog.
rabies. Well, yeah, you'll get rabies.
No,
that's for
he's
sure.
not. He keeps.
He's a gnome dog. Listen, he's whining and crying. Can we just cheer him up a little?
Nope. I'm gonna tie a rope around his neck, and we're just gonna tell him, or I'm gonna ask him where is his bunny. Let's just take him for a walk. You said you'd show me. Where have you last seen him? Let's go see.
I'll show you. And you take Fram for a walk.
Yes, I'm taking Frank for a
So
walk.
you're not the inn you're at. What was, I don't know. Make up a name for this inn.
The Sleepy Pony.
There you
The
go.
Sleepy
The
Pony is
Sleepy
not
Pony.
far from the gate, and he brings you out the gate. You see the big main road leading in a reasonably straight line from the gate northwards, and then to the right of the road there's the forest and a big pillar of smoke for some reason.
I wonder why.
And
I'm gonna turn to Nyx, but as we're walking down the road, like Nyx, I'm sorry, I don't hang out with a lot of gnomes very often. Is this normal?
Is what normal?
Is that normal? And I'm pointing to Fran Bumperson, who's obviously, I don't know if he's inconsolable anymore or if he's just happy to go on a walk.
I don't think that's normal in any sort of faction. Not
Okay, I
just
had to be
gnome.
clear. I just had to be clear because so
He's a
far
good dog,
every
guys.
gnome I've run into, guys, it's
Hey,
I-
I'm pretty cool.
You like to steal a lot of things, that's for sure.
What rogue doesn't?
Guess that's true.
Fram leads you kind of out the gate and then into a wooded area that's not really, it's kind of on the left side of the road as opposed to the right where the big forest is. It's slightly wooded,
Horses, yeah.
sparse, and lots of little trees and shrubs, and he leads you like into the thick of it, and then he just kind of stops.
Why are you
This
stopping?
is where my friend lived.
Well, where is he now? What did you see? When did you last see him?
Yes, yesterday.
I'd like to look around the area.
Okay, investigation. Holy shit!
whoa.
Wow. I see.
Nat 20.
Nice, nat 20.
That's a.
Okay, you
Well.
find a very well hidden rabbit hole under some grass, and there's some like dead grass covering that up, and then it seems to go quite far, and you're not that small. You can't go in, but there seems to be.
Well, I have more rope. Can I just just let him go in?
You basically see this warren. This isn't like you see various holes, and none of them have been used recently. That's what you find. Like there's no signs of recent dirt movement, nothing like that. But what you do see is like you almost trip over one. There's a couple of snares.
Oh.
That have been set up.
Are there any animals, small animals, in the area? Do I see any small animals in the area?
Yeah,
Other
I mean,
small
this is a
animals.
wooded area. You can totally, look. Roll me perception. Have you rolled?
Yeah. I rolled a
You got a 14. Yeah, it
That
didn't work for me, but
That's
whatever.
weird.
I don't see it.
with a 14, something that's not really good at hiding.
Oh, there it is.
What's something that's not like great at hiding? Probably a pigeon.
A sloth.
There's a pigeon.
There's a pigeon.
I'm gonna walk over to. Go ahead. Sorry.
Is there a non-flying creature around?
There's a snail. They're not great at running away.
Okay.
They're not great at running away. Can I inspect, or I'm going to go over and check out the snares. I want to inspect them for any sort of blood or hair on them, just to see if they've been used as
they
blade.
yes, definitely have been used recently. There's like
a
couple of clumps of hair that's light brown.
Can I go to Fram and ask him what color the bunny was?
It was nice. It was light brown, and it had a white belly and a nice fluffy ear.
Fram, I think somebody's been hunting your bunny friends. I'm not certain, but if you look over at this snare, you can see brown hairs.
Oh, well, you solved it. Where is he?
He's in someone's stomach, I think. Deal with it. This is life, bitch.
Fram just turns to Clara and is like, he's not being serious, right?
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a possibility.
That's all I'm saying. Possibility.
How fresh is this? You said there was hair, and what else was on the
Just
trap?
hair.
Blood.
Like clumps of hair.
Just hair?
Just hair?
Okay. Well, there's no blood on there, so he probably didn't get hurt when he got ensnared. But you said it only happened like within a day. We could try to figure out who's putting out traps here.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a chance he might be a small chance, but there's a chance.
I'd like to look. Can I lift up the dead grass and see if there is anything in the one rabbit hole, the well-hidden rabbit hole?
Yes. You kind of pick up the dead grass and you see some of it's burnt. And it seems like it's a pretty standard hunter tactic to just smoke out small animals.
Oh, is that a hunting type? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should know that as a forest gnome. Didn't know that as a character. Like a real person. Rewind time. That never happened.
No, yeah, you would totally know that.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know that. Okay.
Trying to think what to do right now.
Yeah, where can we go with this?
Well, I guess we can go into town and ask around if there's any. I'm sure there's a nearby person that lives by that's been hunting, or there's probably.
Nearby?
Well, is there any hunters or trapper lodges in the town?
Yeah, there's
see
a
any?
couple of. There's like one major hunting lodge out in this forest that you could probably get to.
All right.
I
think
can we inspect the area for like blood trails or like anything else?
I think you said there wasn't any blood.
On the trap.
There wasn't any blood on the trap. But I'm just like, are there
Yeah, you could look for footprints if you all wanted to. If you want to make like a group check, all doing perception.
Sure.
Damn. Okay, 12 is the middle one, or the second highest, I guess. I'm going to go with. So there's
close enough.
There's no specific tracks that you see, but you do see like a wolf trail. You know how wolves just kind of make tracks they always go down, And there are a couple of footsteps on that as well, so it's probably both used by animals and people. And it does head in the direction of the Hunter's Lodge.
Okay.
Well, Fram, I think we should go talk to the people who do this, and we should go to the Hunter's Lodge. What do you think?
I'm 100% with you. It's obviously a hunter that's done this, so.
All right. To the Hunter's Lodge we go.
You follow the wolf trail, and you come to a small hut. It's not very well constructed looking. It's got like just entirely made out of wood, and there's a plume of smoke coming out of a chimney, and well, what counts for a chimney in a hastily, shoddily constructed hut. But there's a brace of rabbits hanging outside.
Fram, which one?
Is this who did it? And he strains against the rope that you've tied around his neck. I don't know. Make a.
Don't choke yourself, Ram. Why don't you go look and see which one's yours? We can talk to the hunters. Maybe we could.
Can we take Fram off his leash? Can we just
No, when he wants to change from a dog, he'll stop being treated like a dog.
Okay. Dre, make a strength save.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay, Fram goes nowhere.
Wow.
Fram's like,
He doesn't even budge.
like he's up on two legs because that's how he's been walking. He just kind of looks like an anthropomorphic dog, but he's like, and then stops. It's like,
good.
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna bite him. Come.
Should we go in here and see if there's any hunters or anything that we can talk to?
I mean, yeah, we certainly can just go up there and knock on the door. There's a fire. There's obviously a fire burning.
Yeah,
because
there's a fire.
Smoke.
So
we could just knock at the door. I will say that I've spent a lot of money, so I'm not buying this rabbit for Fram.
That's
I don't
okay.
really want to.
I
either.
got us covered in terms of buying back the bunny.
But do we really want to help Fram?
I mean, we're already here.
True. All right, so let's go up and knock on the door and.
Okay. As like really wrinkled guy, like by his stature and his build, you would have said he was like mid-20s, but by his face, you would guess like 60.
It's been out in the sun
it's
for
like
too
a
long.
raisin. He's shriveled up.
Really weathered. Beaten. Yeah.
Ew.
And he's just like, all right. Can I help you?
Hi. Well, this is gonna sound weird, but this dog is looking for his bunny friend. We were wondering if you have seen any brown bunnies around here.
Well, yeah. I trap them. That's my job.
I point to the ones that are hanging. And it's like, are these the rabbits you have at the moment, or is there any still maybe alive?
We keep a few around here. Yeah, sure. Where do you hear about the alive bunnies?
Well, just in the off chance that you didn't kill them right away.
Yeah, can you keep them for freshness? Sure. Follow me. And he leads you in.
I'm gonna stay at the front door of the lodge.
Do you come inside?
That's where I'm staying. I come inside, but I stay at the door.
Okay. You come inside and damn it. Give me a sec.
Uh-oh.
One second.
No rush, Josh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, I just heard a beep.
Oh no.
Fram
No.
jumps at the hunter and tries to bite him, but then just goes by the.
Yes. See, this is why you keep this jerk on a leash.
You know, I was skeptical at first, but you did the best thing, keeping him like
Thanks.
this. Yeah. He's just a deranged gnome. I don't understand what's happening with this guy.
Deranged.
You just
'Cause
tried
he
to
stole my
bite the
friends.
man. Apologize.
I mean,
He's
Ooh, that was...
he's a trapper.
Okay,
Wait.
so the guy leads you further, well, not further into, like in one corner he pulls up part of the floor and he's like, they're down there. If you want to look at the live ones, we keep them in the cages down there.
After you, Fram.
Fram
Yeah, Fram, feel free.
Fram looks at you,
what?
foreign, is like,
I will follow you, but you are leading.
okay. And then he starts climbing down the ladder.
How? He's got paws.
He's still got hands. It just looks
How
like
dark
he's
is
got
it down there?
paws.
Oh, okay. I don't know what Fram looks like.
How dark is it down there?
It's not light. There's no light sources down there. Won't be difficult to see because it's daytime. And this
Oh, it's daytime.
and
Okay.
this shed basically has lots of holes in it, so it'll be like dim light.
Okay, well, I follow Foreign down there, and I cast Dancing Light so we can get a better view of all these
Okay.
rabbits. I'm like, okay, Fram, is any of these your friend?
And he starts to look really close at one of the cages with a whole bunch of bunnies just hopping around. And
Do we happen to see anything else besides bunnies? Is it just rabbits? Is there any other animals down there?
If you would like to make me what's going on here? If you would like to make me a perception check.
God damn. Okay.
Oh no.
My rolls are awful.
They kind of look like bunnies. You're not really.
They're bunny shaped.
You see just like big rabbits. They're just big
Okay.
rabbits to you.
Just big rabbits. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And from behind you hear a growling and like a and as the
Sorry.
Is that a growl or a
oh
laugh?
no, you hear the laugh as well as the growl. The growl comes from
Okay,
behind you and the
okay.
laugh
Okay.
comes from above you. And the trapdoor shuts.
Oh.
I am assuming Nix,
Oh,
are you
no.
Oh, no.
still at the door? Did you stay there?
Yes, I'm still at the door, but I was actually gonna make a comment about how I sort of like kind of blended back into the
Okay,
shadows while you guys were
let's
like,
do a stealth check
yeah.
to see how
Oh man.
It's all up to you, Nick.
okay,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, you
The
don't-
farmer
you don't
sort of
fucking-
doesn't
Wow, what the
realize
hell?
you're there, and you see him just kind of drop the trapdoor, and it snaps shut. And then he just kind of stands on it. Just like gets a chair, sits down, and he's like looks at his not a watch because it's like fantasy Middle Ages, but
I reach up and I start pounding on the door. I was like, "Hey, the door fell on us. Can you open it back up? It's quite dark."
yeah, the wrist sundial.
Also, you got some crazy big rabbits down here. Can you
Yeah.
He doesn't reply, weirdly enough. But what does happen is that you get jumped by like a couple of very big wolves.
No, they're
Where
big
the
rabbits.
hell were they?
So
Excuse
they
you.
get surprised. They don't get surprised
everything's just
round
rabbits.
because they failed their stealth checks, and your passive perceptions are
Oh
higher
God.
than theirs. But
Okay.
Okay.
yeah,
Do your roll initiative.
well, it
Okay.
depends. What are you gonna do as these snarling
what-
beasts just kind of prowl towards you and corner you in this underground bit?
Can I throw Fram at them?
Yes.
No, I don't want to be mean to Fram. I was just kidding.
The answer is still
I
Um,
feel like at this point you've now let go of his leash, and
Yeah, I'm gonna let go of Fram's leash just to see what he does to try and understand him more, because nobody can understand this guy. And I'm just gonna have to prepare for combat. I think I don't.
You
don't
let
know
go
what
of
else I could do.
Fram's leash, and he just kind of stands in front of you, looks at the wolves, and just goes.
Okay. So hopefully he's working with me.
now he's got some courage. I would have thought he was a coward.
He was just really sad about his friends.
Actually, how big are these
How big are
rabbit
these
cages?
rabbit cages? They're like, I don't know. They could fit you in easy.
Are
I'm
we
gonna go run into a cage and just.
You're gonna hide in a cage?
I'm out.
What
I'm
kind of
out.
barbarian are you?
Not a very good one, clearly. I'm very scared of the dark.
You can see in the dark.
I know, but it's very dark now with the thing
we've
closed.
got a 3 initiative for Clara. This dude gets like.
Oh my god.
Are we all rolling?
I didn't realize your initiative was so low.
This,
Well, no, my initiative is it's just a D20.
the wolves.
Oh goodness.
Oh damn, where is it? I can't find it. Oh well, let's just say. Oh, it's Dex, isn't it? So +2. There are 2 of these wolves.
Oh my goodness. I'm dead.
Oh, I
And
might be
Nyx?
regretting this. Yeah, what are you doing, Nick?
She's upstairs.
I was
hiding.
thinking that me and the hunter upstairs might have a showdown, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be included in the basement stuff.
Depends
you're
on what
not.
you're doing, because
Upstairs.
right now all you're doing is kind of hiding
Yeah.
in the shack.
Okay. Do
If
you want me
if
to
you
roll
want to be in the
initiative? Is that
combat,
what
then
I'm doing?
yes.
You should try and.
Yes, I want to
You
do
get
stuff
to do the
upstairs.
surprise town. You get surprise round.
The old surprise town's coming to town.
I'm gonna do stuff upstairs that hopefully doesn't affect anything downstairs.
And
No, I hope it does affect something downstairs because I'd like to get out of the situation.
Yes, please. Can you open it for us?
We'll see what
you
happens
rolled
after
yours?
the initiative round.
for an
Oh, sorry, no. No.
He's hiding in a cage.
Yeah, I was just gonna chill in there to be honest. No, I'll join.
You click on your face and then you roll.
Okay, so
That's
the
right.
hunter is sitting.
Wait, where do I click? I'm crazy.
Initiative is the top next to your armor class. So above your hit
yeah,
points,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
armor
yeah,
class
gotcha.
initiative. Yeah, there you go.
initiative 15.
Damn.
Okay. How do I?
Looks like Foreign's going first.
Damn it.
Like a real boss.
Mm-hmm.
You got my roll right.
Yeah.
Okay, foreign is at 15. Welby doesn't get one. Welby is at 0. Clara is at 3. Nix is at 6, which rhymes nicely. Wolf 1 is at 10. Wolf 2 is at 13. And 4 for our wonderful hunter. Okay. Foreign, you go. Oh, no, Nix. Because you're stealthed, you get surprise. So you get to do one thing before anyone gets to do anything.
I would like to see the. I'd like to look around the cabin.
The cabin has.
The lodge, whatever. So was that a perception?
The cabin has a small wood burner. It has like a corner for like a relatively clean corner with lots of knives and big hooks and string, and there's like a carcass of a rabbit mid being like stripped and stuff. And
how far away am I from the weapons, the knives?
So the
Far
door
away,
you
right?
came in was in one corner, so like the top left. The knives are in the top right, and the hunter is in the bottom right. If we're like top downing this.
Okay. I would like to sneak my way over to the knife.
Okay, you get to the knives. That's all you're doing? You get an entire like move action.
Oh, I get.
bonus.
I get a
you
whole
get
thing.
to
Yeah.
do basically some stuff first. You doing anything while you're there?
Okay. I would like to sneak up on the hunter. And see, I don't. Oh, fuck. No, I'm going to come out of the shadows with my short bow pulled, and I'm going to ask him to release my friends. No, I'm not going to ask. I'm going to demand that he release my friends
Okay.
right now.
Make me a that would be like intimidation. Yeah, that's it.
Intimidation?
I can never remember the name. Oh, he's
This is going
Wow,
exactly
you're
how I
so
thought it
intimidating in your Pope suit.
he just looks and he's like, "Where do you come from?" And he just sits there with his arms crossed.
I said, let my friends go.
No, I heard you. Put that down before you hurt someone.
No. I'm going to attack.
Okay, go on then.
Can I attack? I'm gonna try to attack with my short bow. Oh no, you know what? I'm going to shoot my arrow beside him. I'm going to attempt to shoot my arrow beside him as a warning shot. Which I would like to sort of use as my
Okay,
attack.
roll your attack.
Is this?
Okay, that is enough to not hit him.
I was hoping you'd do that.
It just pings next to his, like... I'm not going to let you re-roll intimidation yet. So
Yeah, no, that's
that brings
That
us
could be the
to
end of
turn order. Foreign.
Men fade into the basement.
Okay. looking around me, how many of these cages have bunnies in them? Or how many cages are there? Is it just one?
The one that Fran was looking at, which is quite big. There's a couple of open empty ones that you are one of which you are currently hiding in, and then there's like another 3 around.
How hard would it be for me to open the big one with lots of bunnies?
Not very hard. It would be a very simple action.
Okay.
It can
I want to run over there and...
It can be your bonus action if you like.
Can you do the bonus action
It doesn't matter
first?
what order you do them in.
Okay. I'm going to do my bonus action first. I'm going to run over, open up the cage in hopes to entice the wolves into either attacking them or just being confused by them and letting them run out and, just kind of see what the wolves do. And then I'm going to hide in that cage, take out a javelin.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide in that cage, take out a javelin, and I'm assuming it's like a fence, right?
Yep,
so I can shoot
it's
through
like
it.
a wooden barred cage.
Okay, and I'm going to try and shoot one of the wolves with my
bunnies
javelin.
of varying sizes, large to small, spill out into the room. As you barge past them, you like accidentally step on one. And it goes.
I hope that wasn't Frams.
And yeah, you're in a cage. Like,
just getting in the cage, a bigger cage. You're welcome to come in if you want.
Javelin attack.
All right.
Oh, okay, shit. You launch it and you definitely hit a wolf.
Yes. Am I supposed to do it again?
You can click on where it says javelin.
Press the javelin.
Oh, there we go.
6.
6?
Right, how much armor do they have? Not armor. Health.
I don't have armor on.
Armored wolves. Okay, this thing.
Okay, you never know. Crazy hunter. Maybe he put like rabbit pellet stuff all over these wolves.
Right. Yes.
Armor.
Foreign, do you have inspiration?
I feel inspired.
You should do, because I'm going to give you an inspiration for that. For that
Thank
wonderful little bit. In fact, for your earlier RPs, if you don't have Clara and Nick's inspiration already, you can have it. But yeah, you.
Okay.
We're not using our inspiration fast enough, then you're giving
Well, if you,
us.
I'm going to give it to you every now and again. If you don't use it, you can only have one. So
how does inspiration work again? I'm trying to remember.
You can spend it to get an advantage.
I think if you spend it.
Yeah.
I get advantage.
Okay.
Who's next?
Yeah, who's next? You
How much
you damage
yeah.
this wolf. There's currently got a spear sticking out of
6.
it. It's wolf 1. Or no, it's wolf 2 first. Sorry. And it's going to try and corner. No, in fact, it's going to encroach on you, Foreign, and try and like scare the crap out of you.
Yeah, you just hit its mate. There's probably like a
I'm in a
mom
fence,
and
so I'm
daddy
happy.
pair, and they've probably been mating for life. You probably just stabbed the girl. Now the husband's gonna get all enraged.
Okay.
Making stories for the animals.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, does that
Does
hit
it
your armor class?
class?
It's biting at you inside this, like...
How's it inside? I locked it.
Or through the bars.
Yeah, it does. Okay, well, yes, my armor class is 14, so it passes.
Wait, do I have this thing? Oh, I do. Please do that. It's going to do 6 damage to you.
How? I don't get my plan. No. All right.
Okay, and then Wolf 1 is going to... it's going to try and pick up Fram.
Okay. Please do it.
So
Eat him.
Fram is going
No.
to like do a wisdom save to not be scared shitless. And just does it. Like there's
He's really thinking
you
about
just
his
see
funny
the
friend.
two of them like
Yes.
snarling at each other in the middle of the room. Nyx, it's your go.
I'd like to. I'd like to tell the hunter guy to move off of the trapdoor. And
You're still trying to
Move.
reason with him.
You say,
I don't want to hurt you, but I need you to move.
look, you may think you're all that with your bow and your fancy looking knives, but I will rise above you all with my army of creatures. We will spill from the forest and take over you big fancy bigwig city types.
I'd like to.
If you want to roll intimidation again.
I'd like to. Actually, I would like to attack with my short bow mid.
Okay, do it. Yeah, you hit him for how much damage? Ooh, 8.
Freaking Legolas over here.
I'd like to shoot him in the leg.
Okay, yeah.
Did he take an arrow in the knee?
And then I would like to say, I ain't got time for your crazy shit. Mister, I'm sure your army is wonderful, but I gotta get my friends, and you're trapping my friends, so you need to let my friends go. We will leave you to your creature army and everything. You just have to let us go. I ain't got time for this.
So he was in the middle of the sentence I was saying, and then thud, like there's an arrow appears in his shoulder, and he's like, ah!
Yeah, you can't do anything now. I think
And then
started
he
it.
like falls to the floor, like, ow! And if you wanted, you could like roll him off of the trapdoor that he's currently lying on, like. You'll never see your pet again, you darn butt face. I'll rise again. And wait, it's his go next. So what he's
and
gonna
think of
do
better insults, hopefully.
is grab a cage from next to him, get up, and just run out the door.
Okay.
And
He has a cage. Was it
it
empty?
was not empty. As you see him running away, you notice that
Peppy screams.
there's a little screech as Peppy gets stolen out the front door.
He stole Peppy.
My Peppy.
Well, are you gonna go chase him?
Do you want me to? No.
That's up to you. You're the character.
You don't get a decision because it's Clara's turn now.
Yeah, not my turn.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's the
So
scene upstairs.
So, if I have this right, Fran Bumperstead and Wolf One are growling at each other. They're just growling at each other. And Foreign is getting attacked by the other one with the javelin inside. Okay. So and then there's all these rabbits.
Yep.
I'm gonna take this
big rabbit.
crazy amount of stuff that's happening, and I'm gonna shoot the one that Foreign had hit with the javelin with the ray of frost, like while it's distracted.
Do it.
So, boop.
That's
Me
yeah.
too.
You get it. For how much?
Yep.
Oh, 5 cold damage. Foreign.
Chilly.
Yes. This thing is still snapping at you through the bars, like clearly
Oh,
starved because there's drool dripping from its teeth. But the drool freezes.
Well, there's all these bunnies for it to choose.
You smell nicest. Clara, how do you kill this wolf? It's just a wolf. Or
It's just a wolf. No, it's a bunny to me. This is a rabid
Okay,
bunny,
obviously.
obviously to me, because I apparently can't distinguish them. I am witnessing the chaos, and I just point to the wolf. And as I'm pointing, the frost just kind of goes over my hand, and it just zaps it right in its side.
okay,
Does it then?
Like
turn-
it hits it like right
in
in
its
its
side.
like
So
its diaphragm. Yeah.
I'm gonna. It's cold magic, so it's difficult for me to decide whether I'm gonna let you kill this thing or not. Because normally, when you, no, you can decide. Were you aiming to like just disable it, or were you aiming to kill it?
Well, it's obviously trying to attack Foreign.
Okay.
I'm going to kill it. It's just a rabbit. It's obviously not Fram's rabbit because he said it was a small bunny.
It's
This is a big bunny. It's a
Have you
rabbit
never-
one.
Has Clara never heard of a wolf before?
No, you told me that
It's
I
really
obviously
dark
thought they were rabbits.
downstairs. She can't see anything.
It's also
You've
dark
got
down
your
here.
dancing lights.
Well,
You
I
can
thought
see
you
it's a
did your
wolf.
spell though. Yeah, you did your dancing lights.
Yeah, but she didn't cast it.
I think she had
You
one
just
of those
said my
mushrooms.
perception was bad earlier.
Yeah.
Oh no, the
that
bunnies
all
on the
she
that
saw
spilled
was
out
the
onto the
big-
floor. They're big.
They're all wolves.
Yeah, they're all just mini wolves.
Oh,
Oh,
And then big bunnies.
Okay. You kill this wolf. And
yeah.
then turns into a dead rabbit.
What?
oh man.
Oh,
a
it's an
little
illusion.
frozen rabbit?
Or not an illusion, but like it was obviously magicked.
Werewolfism?
interesting.
Excuse you?
Oh,
Luna?
that's weird. Foreign. Oh,
Did you do it?
Foreign. I think you should get out of that cage. It doesn't seem to be protecting you.
I'm kind of comfortable in here, to be totally honest.
Yeah, was
But-
Foreign affected by the ray of frost? Is there an area of effect?
I'm always affected by
Oh,
something.
hi. Say hi, Luna.
What is she? Yeah, but I will join you now outside the cage. But there's still one wolf in here, isn't there?
Is there?
He's Fram's
with
obviously
Fram,
keeping him
Fram.
distracted.
But it's
Okay.
also Foreign's turn again, so
Oh, there's damn audio desync again. Oh well. Yeah,
So it's my turn?
it is Foreign's turn.
The whole bunny thing kind of played with my head.
Now, does he need to take an extra turn because he locked himself in this cage?
or maybe can he attack the wolf from where he
If he
is?
wants to throw another javelin, I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna get out of the cage, and I want to use a real weapon. So I'm gonna equip my great axe and go for the other wolf while he's busy with what's his name?
Fram.
Fram.
You're
That's
just
it.
gonna like jump on his back and
I'm just gonna
stab
take
him
my
in
axe
the
and swing it
head.
right down and hope for the best.
Okay, do it. Roll it.
Swing it. Oh yeah.
Now roll damage.
All right.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Please describe
One
how
hit.
you murder. Or well, are you aiming to?
All right, well, I
are
was
you
doing
aiming
this,
to kill
but
it, or you're aiming to like? Oh,
I'm always aiming to kill.
Lovely.
That's just the way I go. But yeah, I was doing this, and then I decided to throw it, so it impaled his head, and now he's dead on the ground with my axe inside
okay.
of his head.
So
and Fram is covered in blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fram gets sprayed with hot blood, and he's like, "Ugh!"
Let that be a warning too.
Okay. But not very much blood, because the axe sticks into the head of the wolf, and then
Yep.
like it's less that the axe is stuck to the wolf, now that there's a rabbit stuck to your axe.
What are these magic rabbits?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what this is referring to. Well, I'm just gonna take my axe out and try and clean it off with my foot, and yeah, go on with my day.
I guess it's my turn now.
We're probably out of initiative.
I just want to open
Combat.
up. I just want to open. This actually worked out really well because I wanted to open up the latch to downstairs and pop my head in at the same time that they had killed the two wolves. Been like, what's going
There are
on?
bunnies everywhere, and
Yeah, Fram, pick a rabbit and let's get out of here.
okay.
Well, I actually want to inspect. Do you guys not want to inspect the downstairs? I wanted to talk to one of the.
Oh, okay.
bunnies.
You're certainly
You-
welcome
you
to
can-
come
you can talk
down
to
here. I
bunnies?
want to get
Yeah.
out of this cellar.
We'll talk to bunnies if you can talk to them.
I'd like to come downstairs, and I'd like to look around the room and see what's up down here.
Okay. Did you want to talk to the bunnies, or did you want to take a look around?
I wanted to take a look around, and I.
Okay.
Perception.
Investigation.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Investigation 14. All of the bunnies hopping around makes it difficult, but you realize that there's like a pentagram crudely scratched out in the dirt of this like basement place. It's not really a basement, it's just like a place that's been dug out underneath the cabin. So the walls are dirt, the floor is dirt, the ceiling is the cabin floor, so there's like sand every now and again trickling down. And like there's a pentagram, and as you realize it's there, all the bunnies just kind of slowly hop into position and like form the pentagram line.
Oh God.
Except for two.
Except
Uh,
for none. Like Fram's, after Foreign said pick a bunny, Fram's got one. It's like I think this was my friend. And then like all the rest of varying sizes are like hopping into position.
I'm Clara's obviously a little confused and starts backing up. I think we should leave. This is dark. This is a bit dark.
I'm also going to grab one of the bunnies. Can I grab one of the bunnies and leave with them?
Okay.
But I'm taking one of the bunnies.
You realize this is some sort of worshiping thing, and you're taking the bunny.
I don't want them to know.
There's
that
gonna
I'm
be demons
taking the
after us or
bunny.
something. Okay, well.
I'm just sliding the bunny under as we're leaving, in secret. Secret bunny stealing.
Okay. You are all leaving?
I guess.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know if I want to see a demonic rabbit being summoned.
I
Yeah.
think we should lock this down though, and maybe we should burn the cottage.
Dude, with all the bunnies inside?
Yeah, screw those
Obviously,
guys.
these are
They're
evil
demon worshipping bunnies. Why would you want to keep them? Why do you have one?
Nix, you've said that you could talk to animals. Maybe you could ask it what the hell is happening.
Well, that's why I was taking you.
Well, let's go outside and talk with that one as we're burning down the rest, just to warn it.
Okay. So as you leave this hut, you feel the earth begin to shake.
Nix, ask it what is happening. What's happening, Nix?
What I'd like to try to communicate with my small rabbit and ask it.
Your rabbit prisoner.
What's happening.
Does that need any kind of roll, or is it just like an ability?
It's a racial. I mean, you could probably make me do animal handling, but it's a racial ability. So I
will make you do animal handling to see what kind of. But you can talk to it. I want to.
Through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas with smaller
Okay,
beasts.
no roll then. Don't worry about it.
So...
you ask it what's happening?
Yes. What's happening? What are they doing? Or no, just
in your hand, this little bunny just kind of shivers, and its beady red eyes look at you, and you just hear it say, "The Bunny Lord is getting revenge."
I immediately look over and say, "They're summoning a bunny lord."
And as soon as you say that, you are all standing
bunny
outside
lord.
this cabin.
Should have friggin'
Foreign
burned it,
is
guys.
starting to set fire to like part of the outside, but as soon as you say that, just the entire cabin explodes, and like
With bunnies?
a geyser of bunnies
Like cabin in the woods.
just shoots up, and bunnies start to rain on you.
Oh my
Fram,
goodness.
is any of these your bunny?
I hope not.
Where is
Fram
Fram?
followed
Did he join us? Okay.
And when the plume of bunnies subsides, a big buff-looking, rabbit-eared, glowy-eyed demon leaps out of this wreck like a big rabbit bounce over your heads, and he's like, "I am coming for you, hunter."
Oh.
Oh, he wants the hunter. He just wants the hunter. Is that it?
He went that way.
Yeah.
I will destroy him in one blow. Thank you, mortal.
What did he do? Who are you? What did he do? Who is he? Sorry, I have too many questions.
I have no time, but our age-old battle of good and evil shall come to an end. And he kind of
All right.
leaps. He hops
Hops
away.
away.
I'm calling him the big buff bunny named Barney.
Yeah. Barna Bunny.
Is anybody else concerned that once he's done with the hunter, what is he going to do?
We've already screwed up this world enough.
We've unleashed so much shit. There's just so much unleashing.
No, but we probably should try and investigate this and see maybe what this bunny guy is going to do to the trapper.
Do you want to follow him?
I don't know. Can we? Is
What
he
do we
too
do with the
fast?
bunnies that are raining from the sky?
Let them live their life again. The evil demon bunnies.
I feel like we should just go back to our inn and just
And do more mushrooms?
do more mushrooms.
I'm concerned what happens when he kills the hunter. Does he turn on random people?
Fram perks
I
up and
feel
he's
like...
Actually, I've been doing a little bit of research on the lore between these two.
When have you had time to do research, Fram?
When did you know about it? Did you know about the
Between
bunny
today
demon
and yesterday,
before we
making
even
this
came
friend.
here?
I make friends quickly. And
And during
Not
that time
with
of
us.
researching, when did you find time to research?
I'm a wizard. I do lots of research all the time. Anyway, your friend Peppy is with him, yes?
Oh shoot!
Yes. Peppy is with the hunter.
Aren't you more concerned about Peppy?
I mean,
I am.
now the rabbit has been summoned. There's not much you can do. I don't think he's. It's just. This is the end of days for rabbit kind. And I just wanted to help them.
Make it Sorry.
Well, the
Reading
ended
chat.
the ended days for rabbit kind. Does that mean that all rabbits are going to suddenly
We don't know.
die?
The rabbit prophets didn't say past like today. They're not that smart.
Yeah. They
No.
don't live that long either.
The Mayans.
Is there maybe a giant hawk we can summon to take care of this problem? I feel like this is one of those situations where if we do something else, it's going to drastically make this chain of events. I think we should just follow it and maybe get Pepe back. If you're that...
It's Peppy.
Yeah. Hey,
it's,
Peppy?
It's a
You
rabbit.
too.
It's chipmunk, not a frog.
Peppy. Peppy.
Peppy?
Yeah. I'd like to follow the bunny. Is it moving?
It's not moving that
fast?
fast. You can follow it, and it's like very sparsely wooded around here, so you can see it in the distance.
All right.
And in fact, really far away in the distance, you can see like a guy like limping, like
No.
With the cage.
Well, let's go see where this goes, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna chase after the rabbit demon and the hunter and Peppy.
your pet.
My Peppy.
Pepe.
Would you stop?
Okay, you can see what's happening. Like the demon bunny thing is very, very quickly hopping and catching up on this limping hunter guy who turns around, and in the very far distance, all you can hear is, "I knew this day would come. I fight you. I
What?
will smite
You cut out, Josh. You were good there, but you cut out.
I will smite you."
Oh, that's so great.
Is that the hunter that's saying it, or
That's
the
hunter,
bunny?
just like in the distance.
Okay.
That's why I tried to make it really quiet, but I just turned myself off.
Oh goodness. I want to see how this plays out, but I'm also worried about when the bunny's done with the
You see
hunter.
the hunter like raise Peppy's cage above
Uh-huh.
his head. I mean, you're all going closer, right? Okay. So
Yeah,
all
yeah.
you hear is the chosen one. I have found him. He shall defeat you. And then he opens the cage, and Peppy just like kind of jumps onto his shoulder. I mean, what are you doing here? Otherwise, I'm just going to keep on making things happen.
You better talk to your damn squirrel.
I'm going to call out in my secret chipmunk language, for Peppy to come to me. Come here, Peppy. Come here.
Peppy's ears perk up. Nix! Yeah! And you just like jumps off the guy's shoulder and just runs, just scampers up your leg and perches on your shoulder. You see the
Awesome.
demon bunny turn around and look at you.
Shit.
Yeah, I know, right, Luna?
Oh.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I was curious in seeing how this is going to play out with the hunter and the rabbit, but if it's going to be attacking us, I at least want to be ready for it to like spring on us. So I'm going to prepare a spell just in case it comes attacking us. So
I'm going to yell at the evil demon that this is just my chipmunk. He's not magical. He won't attack. He's just mine.
He just likes nuts.
He just likes nuts. You want that guy over there?
Okay.
Not my guy.
Roll
It's my
persuasion.
guy. Persuasion.
Yeah, that's enough. So the demon bunny flexes. It's like, you may be saved when the time comes. Flexes, turns around, lifts its hands up together, and just crushes the hunter. And there's just this.
I think we're gonna have to fight it.
I am prepared. I have a spell prepared just in case it comes at me. In case it turns around and attacks us, I'm gonna get ready and use magic missile on this thing.
I'm also gonna grab my great axe and prepare,
Mm-hmm.
but not attacking.
All right.
We're not attacking because we don't know. We're just
Okay,
sort
you're
of
just watching this demon bunny go, yes!
Mm-hmm.
The cycle is complete. I am victorious after a millennia. And then it turns to you, Nyx, and says, and points, but there may be one loose thread, and I cannot take any chances now that my victory is so close. Give me the chipmunk.
It's a squirrel.
What's it to you?
The hunter said that it was the chosen one, and I cannot take any chances.
What
I
does
must
that mean?
destroy the chipmunk.
What does that mean? What is the
It was fabled there was a chosen
one
one.
of what?
The one rodent that could stop me. I will be the king of all rodents.
I turn to
see the size
Fram.
of
I'm
this
like,
thing?
I just shrug. I'm like looking at Fram for information because apparently he's versed in rabbit lore.
I'm
Fram,
I'm going to grab Fram's rabbit and throw it at the Rabbit King and say, "This is your chosen one."
okay. Fram is going to make a roll. Bunny law. He gets a 7, and he turns to you, Clara. He's like, "This is the bit where the rabbit sages, they get a bit fuzzy, and well, I mean they're fuzzy anyway, but like they're not so clear on exactly who's good and who is evil and who will smite who. But the hunter's dead now, so I guess that's good."
Yay!
And then he's like he turns to the demon bunny and is like, "Are you good or evil?" And the demon bunny says, "My dark rule will overturn the hunters. He has been preying on us. Animal brother, join me and slay the chip." Oh wait, you were gonna throw a rabbit at him, right? Please roll persuasion.
Yeah.
For throwing a rabbit.
I threw the
Persuasion?
Not very persuasive.
Oh, that's a critical fail.
The demon bunny
Luna.
gently catches and it's like, "Brother, they shall not use you for their deceptions anymore." Puts the rabbit down and charges at you, Nyx. "I shall get you, chosen one."
I would like to cast Minor Illusion and backflip into a nearby
God, every
bush.
time.
And a Minor Illusion of myself. And
You know
then
minor
to
illusion doesn't
backflip
make you
into-
invisible, right?
Yeah, but maybe it'll distract
Okay,
him.
I need to get a
enough
DC
to-
13 to see past. Is wisdom to see past illusions. Yeah.
All right. Well, he watches me jump
And
into the bush.
Changes course from the illusion to where you are now. And is about to barrel through a bush if anyone wants to do anything.
I had a spell prepared.
Yeah, totally.
To hit him.
What was it?
Yeah. It was magic missile, and I'm gonna use my advantage.
I don't think you need to roll that for magic missile, right? I don't
That's
actually
true.
remember.
Okay.
It might be different. I forget.
Can you let Luna out?
How does it work?
Did it work?
Magic missile. You create 3 glowing darts. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
3d4 plus 3 force. Yeah. I'm casting at level 1. So I don't think I have level. Do I cast at level 1
I
or
don't think
level 2?
you roll for this. You
Missile always hits.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cheers, chat.
Okay. Submit.
You do 11 damage, and you watch. Please describe the demise of this demon bunny, this muscly demon bunny.
As the bunny is charging Nyx, it's like if you're watching Dragon Ball, and I'm just like, and as it's charging him, the missiles kind of arc around to hit him right in his face, like 3 of them.
Yeah, it gets like sideswiped with these 3 missiles, and he begins to disintegrate. No, and then like slumps into a pile, and then like bursts into bunnies.
What is with these bunnies?
Well, I mean, bunny lords are bunny.
I think it's over. I don't think they can do that again. Bunnies aren't that magical.
Yeah, this was just bunnies we were
Yeah.
dealing with.
Well, I mean,
What the hell else is in these woods?
yeah, Fram, just pick your rabbit. Let's get out of here.
Is in this wood.
And Pepe is just on your shoulder, like, that was exciting. What was that?
Now that we're out of this combat, I walk over to the hunter and I'm just looking at disgusting
Yeah.
splatter. Is there anything there that is worth taking?
Investigation.
Some bunny juices.
6.
The
Oh
house
God!
is gone, right? We
Wow,
came back
you
to
guys,
the
come
house.
on.
You can have Nyx's broken arrow if you want. Nyx,
No,
you can
thank
have
you,
your
I'm good.
broken arrow if you want.
My invest. I'll take
Okay.
my broken arrow.
There's
Congrats.
like
Yeah,
like
this is
1 gold
gross.
piece.
I mean,
Yeah.
gold's gold. You take that
And
gold.
the house is gone, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't investigate the
There's a
house
big
that blew
hole in
up.
the ground if you look back
Yeah.
there. It's like there are some bunnies and like a couple of corpses of dead wolves. Oh no, because they burst into bunnies.
No, they're
bunnies.
rabbits.
Dead
They're bunnies.
bunnies down there.
Bunnies.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright,
I'm.
well.
You know what? Honestly, I'm washing my hands off of this. If you guys want any rabbits, any type of food you want to make, be my guest. Clara is out. I'm leaving.
Drop the mic.
Yeah, can we take a couple of dead bunnies?
You can
to
take
eat?
the couple of dead bunnies.
You can. I don't want to deal with that.
We've got downtime.
Well, have fun skinning them.
I'll take a bunny. I take a dead bunny.
You take like there was the
Came out as
brace
a
of dead bunnies that was outside the house anyway, so
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
you can pick that up and take it with you.
Done.
Fran's like, thank you for saving my friends. Here, it's everything I have. And he like picks out of his pocket like a wet clump of mud and some leaves and offers it to you.
Oh, Thanks,
Thanks,
Fran.
bud.
Do you not want it?
Oh, I'm taking
Okay.
it. I took it.
You have a wet
You just
clump
take
of
everything.
mud and some
Thanks,
leaves.
Bram.
Yep, I'm going back to the end. This
Yep.
was dumb. This was, you know what, Fram?
Why do we listen to
I'm
Fram?
happy.
Seriously.
I don't know. I don't know how we listen to Fram. He's a silly little gnome.
Yep.
Aren't we all?
Yep. Yep.
No, not me.
You're not a gnome.
No,
Exactly.
you're a dwarf.
So I'm not a gnome.
Awesome.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go back home, and he just kind of walks off in a weird direction into the forest.
Yeah, of course he did.
I don't think he lives that way.
No,
No, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
he
he
does
knows where he lives.
Oh, you get inspiration for that.
Uh,
Cool.
And yeah, I would just chill
You
out
go
the
back to the
inn
inn,
again
the
and take
innkeeper's
a.
like, oh, rabbits! Stew!
Oh.
Who wants stew? Yeah!
I want
Okay,
stew.
and this little gnome like gets out a really sharp knife and starts gutting them and stripping them, and it just makes a big pot of stew, and the entire place gets rammed full of people, and like everyone's like, oh, I heard there was some stew, and it's like, yeah, magical rabbits,
Yeah.
just
Magic
There's
rabbits.
just a little bit of the devil. A little bit of the devil in there.
Yep.
That's what gets the extra taste.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
just a
little,
That little
extra
spice. That little
tart.
spice. That little spice.
Yeah. Nix, later that night after you're full of stew, you reach into your
Happy
pocket
starts to glow.
and you're like, ow! And you realize that that's where you put the mud and leaves that Fram gave you. And like you pull out of your pocket the thing that scratched you, and like it was a little gem, and you would
Ram
appraise it
gave
to
you a
be worth
gem.
about, there's two of them actually, two little blue gems. You don't know what they are, but you assume they're probably around 25 gold pieces each.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Good
yes,
job,
the
Nick.
stew did cause weird
I would have
dreams
just
Yeah.
threw that on the ground,
but like you attribute that to the cheese
as
that they put
it
in
always does.
and the
And the
mushrooms.
mushrooms.
Yep.
I think that's everything.
Yep.
But-
Well, that was fucking weird.
Well,
that's awesome.
C-Top was all, I don't want to play if not everyone can join. So I was like, we're going to do something weird
Yeah.
today. And guess what?
Yep.
We did. Without
That was
C-Top.
awesome. I like that.
C-Top was funkin' and munkin'.
T-Top's doing some weird church shit. I think
I
he's
he,
in a
uh,
cult.
did some weird church shit.
Totally.
so-
Yeah, you did do some weird church
Oh
shit.
yeah, I missed out on that.
Yeah, that's not going to come back and bite you in the ass. I was kind of hoping to incorporate that into the thing, but no, it didn't work out like that. Oh well. Okay.
I
So I'm
shouldn't
guessing-
be able to be
I'm guessing next time we
recognized.
meet up, we'll be
Yes,
level
you
3.
get at least 50 experience
Except C-Top.
points. Wait, actually, all three of you get to be level 3. C-Top gets to be level 2.
Yes.
Should I be that
Hell
mean?
yeah.
Yes,
You should.
you should.
He's the one who didn't want to join
Yeah.
because I wasn't here.
So what's our
I'm
total
gonna
then?
give you for this. I don't know what this was. So like 100 each.
No, like, what's our overall total? Because
850
have
should be
850
your
written down,
current
not
total,
including
and
this.
Yeah.
then that brings you over 900 to get you to
Okay.
level 3. At which point you can do specializations.
so you said
for
100.
a couple
So we're
of
at 950.
Cool.
950.
950.
All right.
Awesome.
I'll have to level up my
Uh,
character later.
Thanks everyone for watching. This was pulled out of my ass at the last minute, so I hope you enjoyed. Everyone who are
Yeah,
you?
stink.
Where can we find you? And why are you so lovely? Starting with, let's go clockwise. So, Clara Stone, Jazz.
My name is Jasmine. You can find me over at twitch.tv/stumpgamers or at youtube.com/stumpgamers. I am one of 4 people that plays a lot of local multiplayer games as well as online games. We also do our own role-playing series called Uranium Chef, which is basically Iron Chef but in the stars, where I play a mutant that has been adrift in space for a long time. As you can see, I'm also at Jazzy_Lee if you want to go over to Twitter, where I talk about video game nonsense and all the other kind of weird stuff. So yeah,
Cool.
that's where you
Di.
can find me.
They're awesome.
Hi, I'm Di. I'm DiXX on most things. And you can find me on Twitter. I sometimes post funny things, but most of the time I don't. That's honest.
C-Top. Good talk. Dre.
Not
Head for
here.
gaming.
Yeah,
Head
good
for
time.
gaming.
Yeah, I'm Dre. You can find me on Pornhub, and no, I'm kidding. You can find me on anything you want from me is on www.dregas.com. I do a lot of indie games on YouTube. Been doing it for probably 5 years now, and yeah, that's pretty much
Sweet.
it.
And if people don't know who I am, then why are you here? No, this is my channel,
Get the fuck-
and we may at some point move this to another channel, but we'll figure that out in the misty, dark, distant future. But Gaming FTL everywhere, unless you want to hear me talk about tabletop role-playing, in which case youtube.com/c/strange adventures, which is my place where I talk about this shit and I recount adventures.
Yeah.
I might do a video about this one.
You also
and
do roll for it,
how
right?
I decided what was going on at various points. I don't know.
Listen, there was some good stuff in this episode.
That was fun. No, I
I'm
enjoyed
so
it.
glad.
We had
Yeah.
the Sleepy Pony. We were hanging out at the Sleepy Pony Inn. We've got post cave
Mhm.
rabbit friends.
You got me in
Had-
trouble.
Pentagram bunny wolves.
Yeah, it was. I had
We
fun
had gnome
making
hope.
shit up. But the one thing I'm thinking about right now, Dre, was there enough killing
Yes.
for foreign? There was a lot.
No, it was pretty good. It was actually I was a little sad they were a little
I
easy fights.
literally
but,
just wanted to demolish
being
everything.
that this is like a
that
side-
was kind of the idea.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you did good then. I got to kill things. Didn't have to worry too much. I almost killed Clara because I decided to hide instead of doing anything. But I let out a bunny army and it seemed to help a
That's-
little bit. So
Yeah.
it was fun.
Next.
If we had not let out the bunnies, would they have not summoned the demon?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, I
it
didn't even
looked
think about
like
that.
the demon was already being summoned before we burnt the house down. That's why we were leaving.
If you'd not let out the bunnies, what probably would have happened was instead of a bunny demon, there would have been an angry mob looking
A
for
chipmunk
you
demon.
after you ripped off some poor old lady.
Oh, yeah.
Except
Yeah.
we had
Not
the
my
bunny demon.
fault.
So
Not my
join
fault.
us
Yep.
maybe next week, if at the same time,
Hopefully.
for Dungeons and Dragons, where we
we
will
can-
hopefully be picking up the main quest line, where these lot have to figure out how
No more
to,
bunny lords.
how
Or maybe
to
there will be.
save the world from the magic of an imprisoned god. So there's that. By the way, I
And the
don't
bunny
know how
lord.
you're going to do that. You're going to have to figure that out by yourselves. I'm going to show you the rules. And you're going to
Yes.
figure it out.
All right. Cool.
There
Just
is
figure it
no
out.
specific way. There's no like get the 10 MacGuffins and do a ritual or whatever. So that'll be interesting. Until next time,
right.
love you all.
Until next
Thank you everyone for playing. And I don't know. Is that bye.
Bye.
That's a good one.
Bye. There you go.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next
See
time.
ya.